Hi, and welcome back. This is a a opening video, and it's about how to develop your pieces. So, we're gonna look at developing your pieces. One thing is, when you develop your pieces, you want to develop them towards the center. When I say the center, I mean these squares. You want to move them there, and then the best place to be is the sweet center, which is these squares. So, a good move would be knight to f3. You're in the center, and you're attacking two squares in the sweet center. This is the sweet center. So, yeah, and maybe a move like knight to d6 may follow, and he's doing the same thing. But he's defending these two squares. So these are kind of both of ours, and we can just go and just move our other knight here, and then the other knight, and then this is like almost like a four knights game, because then pawn up and pawn up, four knights game. But if we so that's a really good move, and same thing with the other knight. But if we see this knight and this knight, both of the knights when they're here can both attack 8 squares. Not together, but each one can do 8 squares. But now let's look at the move h3 or a3. We'll just put them both on the boards real fast. a3. Okay. Both of these can only attack 4 squares, so they're only half as good. And in the corner, only an 1/8 is good, because they can only attack 2 squares. And in here, like right next to the corner, they can only attack 3. So the more you get into the center, the better knights are. So you want to always develop. So this is actually a bad move, because you're only attacking 4 squares, and it's not getting into the center. You want to be in the center. So a very common move is e4 in the sweet center, and attacking the sweet center, and also preventing d5, because if d5 was played, we can just take here, and if black takes, he is in the center, and so that's not very good for black, because now we can just move here. If the check, maybe bishop here, knight come out here, knocking the queen back, and castle. And as you can see, we are way more developed, and we got both of our knights out, one of our bishops. We can move our pawn up and then get our bishop out, and his queen is out in the center, and he only has a knight. Oh yes, and we're also castled, which is a very big part of developing. So another good move would be so that's the most common. Another good move, d4. Okay, that's good. Another good move is, well, e3. Okay, e3 is questionable, I think. It's an opening move, and it's okay, but it's not really it's not super aggressive. That's probably what I'm saying. So, okay, you might play it, and it may be a good move. I'm not really sure. f4. I believe it's f4. That is no, it's not f4, I think. Yeah, c4, I believe is the English. Yeah, you're not really, it's flexible, you're not really attacking the center, but it's pretty good, and you can look into the English to understand why you'd want to play this move. And then g3 or b3 are good, because what you're doing is you're getting ready to develop. You're basically like getting yourself ready to develop even better, because now when you look, by the way, black is making really bad moves. He's not in the center or anything, but I'm just trying to do it so you can see white. Don't look at black right now, you're looking at white, so you can see now we are really attacking these lines. So the best developing places you want to be, not necessarily these are the best moves, but you want to try to get your pieces here, and this is called the dream position, because you can only dream of doing this because you really want to do it, but if your opponent tries to do the same thing, it won't work. So we're just gonna make him make a lot of bad moves. So you want to move your 2 pawns up, so you got a head duo. I think that's what it's called. Get your knights out. You want to do that too. You want to get your bishops out like this. And you want to castle. And you want to connect your rooks. And here we go. We get the dream position. Our king is not going to be attacked anytime soon. And we're all developed and ready to attack at any time. And our rooks are connected, so we could do something maybe along the lines of stuff like this, maybe. We got our pieces aiming right at the king. The king, however, the black, is not developed at all. As you can see, we kind of just did this so we could see the dream position here. But if both players were doing the dream position, let's see how it would turn out. So no one can both do the dream position, but you want to at least try to get along here. And that's why e4, e5 is by far the most common opening. So e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, bishop c4. Let's just do knight f6, knight c3, bishop c5. Okay, we're both equal, but as you can see, we're both trying to do the dream position. So, okay, castle, castle. We're both in the same position. Not very great, but okay. And here we need to still get our bishop here. Both players need to push their pawn up, but they can't really do that, because it's just going to be take with the pawn, and after you take with the knight, it's just going to be captured with one of these two pieces and be held there without the queen being able to kill, because then the other piece will kill. So it's a lot of things, but maybe I'll just show you. Okay, if we can't push forward, because if we do, pawn takes. Well, I guess we could do that, but then we'd have to do something like this, and we're not really great right now. We can't take, because if we take, like the knight. Okay, well, let's just do bishop. If bishop takes, or knight takes, if we can't take with the queen, because, of course, the other piece will just take us. So anyway, that's where what you're trying to do. And so that's basically you need to try and develop your pieces that way. So I hope you learned a lot in this video, and thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe.